Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. I am feeling much better than I was last week. I actually recorded a Zeratul video on Friday, but I decided on Friday that I didn't feel like having a camera pointed at me. Which, I mean, if I'm gonna put it in videos, I should probably consistently put it in videos. So I scrapped that, and now we're back here today. We're gonna be playing Zeratul again. In the previous video that you guys are never gonna see, I played a melee Zeratul variation, and it was... we are going to just fuck around today. This is Cleave Zeratul, because why not? So I'm over here looking at my camera, and I just do not think I'm centered. It also looks like I don't have a neck. Maybe I need to pull the shirt down a little bit, show you guys a little bit of Cleave. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. Alright, Cleave Zeratul. Oh, that was fitting. Show you guys a little bit of Cleave. For Cleave Zeratul. So what is Cleave Zeratul? It's a build that focuses on his Q ability. We're going to go for Greater Cleave at level 1. It increases the radius of our cleavage by 33%. Yeah, buddy! Could someone else take mid? I should be roaming. Let's put a happy face. Let's put a happy face so they know we're happy. Jane is coming to middle, so I'm going to be roaming around trying to secure some kills. Now, just because we're doing a cleavage build doesn't mean we can't deal some significant damage. Maybe. I actually don't know if that's true. I'm just assuming it is. Usually when I do these Zeratul vids, I'm playing very seriously. Zeratul is one of my highest win rate characters. Just right around 60%. And I would like to keep it that way if at all possible. Let's come in here, get some damage out on Nub before he could start to heal too much. Hopefully, okay, I was going to say hopefully he overcommits, but definitely the right thing to do there would be to run away. So, Cleave Zeratul build. What are some of the advantages that we may find? What are some of the disadvantages? Well, the disadvantages are we have to be in melee range in order to do anything. One of the advantages, dodge the NATO. One of the advantages may be burst damage, as opposed to a traditional Major Tool build, or I guess Major Tool isn't really that traditional anymore. It's kind of being phased out, which is weird, which is really strange. Alright, we're going to be focusing KT. Here we go. He's way out of position. We need to anticipate the NATO, jump over it. I didn't really do that, and now we're a little bit overextended, but it looks like Zagara may be able to secure the kill. All we needed was one more auto attack, and unfortunately Thrall is going to come out of the wilderness and take us down. We were rooted there. We used Blink to try to jump in front of Kael'thas, so we weren't quite able to do that. But hey, that's okay. The enemy team does secure a top shrine. They do have 3 people up there versus our Zagara. Looks like Stitches wants to go up there to get some bitches and serve him some eggs. He is going to encounter Thrall in the jungle. What's he going to do? Well, Anubarak just put himself in a terrible position. Unfortunately, we didn't capitalize on that very well. I'm not going to pursue that down too hard. I already overextended once. I don't really want to do it again, but there we go. A Cleave is going to take down the enemy Bugman, and we are going to secure top shrine just in time to lose bottom shrine. We should probably look at the teams, and I should probably explain my abilities at some point. But first, we are going to be picking up Gathering Power, which is going to increase our ability power throughout the course of the game. But if we die, we lose a lot of that ability power, so we need to make sure that we're playing safe and staying alive above everything else. Stitches ready to become Terror Incarnate, but what I saw was an Anubarak use his only escape and overextend versus a Zeratul and a Stitches, which means he's going to die, absolutely going to die, every single time in that scenario. Excuse me. We are now making our way up to the top lane. Stitches on that Kodo wannabe is going to get up there before me, which I don't mind. Kael'thas used all of his stuff, so let's walk in here, try to deal a little bit of damage, and then leave, because I'm not going to die for that. I'm not going to die for that. I can't afford to. Stitches is going to land the hook, take down Kael'thas. Now Zagara coming in for some reinforcements is going to push Thrall out of the top lane. Alright, Gazlo. Alright, nice man. Can you secure the Dragon Knight? Can you become Terror Incarnate? I believe in you. I believe in you. Hey, you want to use your burrow again? Because I'm okay with that. Oh, yeah! Oh, that was a terrible singularity. Poor nice man and his lack of AoEs. Well, range damage in general, I guess. Kael'thas now in the middle lane. That means... actually, that means top is pretty open. But unfortunately, bottom was taken by Vala and Abathur. Okay, so at level 7, we did pick up Void Slash, which increases cleave damage by 30% while cloaked. While cloaked. I've never picked that talent before. Okay. So I have to go in. I have to get in melee range. And then I cleave. Okay. Well, here we go. And then we jump in front for the body blocks. Well, that went well. But it's a Kael'thas. I mean, you could blow on a Kael'thas and he dies. It's like if the wind blows too hard, he just falls over and he doesn't know what happened. He starts talking about salami and you're not really sure why. Gazlo is pushing up with the Dragon Knight. They are taking down some middle towers. Of course, this is a 4-minute, 40-second Dragon Knight, maybe. So it's not going to be the strongest thing in the whole world, but it looks like they're going to be able to do a little bit with it. The enemy team actually not focusing the Dragon Knight at all. Instead, focusing the majority of their attention on Stitches and Gazlo. Stitches is going to bite on that little Blood Elf over there to get some healing back, and then we'll open up and miss our Singularity Spikes on the enemy in Uberak. So our Q ability, Cleave, this is what we're building for. Our W ability is Singularity Spike. This is a straight line skill shot that will initially slow a target and then, after a few moments, deal some damage. Singularity Spike, really hard to land versus an Uberak, actually. So maybe this was actually a good team to use a Cleave build against. Now, I'd probably recommend an auto attack build if you're afraid you're not going to be able to land your Singularity Spikes. Auto attack build's probably the way to go. I'm way out of position, but hey, we might actually just be able to kill him. Overcommitted! I overcommitted! Oh my god, why did I blink? Why did I do that? At level 10, we are going to be picking up Void Prison. I hope no one saw that. Oh, yeah. I hope no one saw that. Void Prison is going to allow us to put a dome on top of someone. On top of several people, actually, including our fellow allies. And then those allies or enemies in that dome, or minions, or buildings, or really anything, are going to be completely frozen in time. This means that their cooldowns do not continue to refresh. Their health does not regenerate. They cannot deal damage. They cannot take damage. They cannot take healing. They are literally stuck in that moment in time. One of my favorite abilities in the whole game, I know people make fun of me because I often praise certain heroics, but I genuinely do believe that this is one of the strongest heroic abilities in the entire game. We need to dodge any potential damage coming out from Salami Shalanore over here. And he's overextended, so we're just going to kill him. And then blink away. Just like that, we got 2 stacks to our gathering power, which means... I don't know numbers right now. Guys, I'm giving you everything I have with this energy. Basically, when we stack up gathering power all the way, we are going to be getting 15% increased ability power. And considering our Q ability is an ability, we're trying to just deal as much damage with that as we can. That's the goal. I don't know if it's any good or not. Oh, that was almost a really good hook. Let's just take down this wall and then leave. Good blink. I hope no one saw that too. Yep. Looks like we are getting top and bottom at the same time. Coordination is at an all-time high. Now Thrall, is he overextended? Well, just a little bit. We open with the Cleave and then we auto-attack. I'll take those mines, don't worry, friends. Look at me jumping in front of a bullet for Nice Man right there. We do lose our Stitches down to the bottom lane, but he fended off several members of the enemy team. Let me tell him, good job, Stitches. Because he sacrificed himself for the greater good. For the greater good. Ring of Frost coming out on the copy. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is bad. Can I kill Vakla? I don't think so. You're just gonna walk away from this. We are going to be picking up Wormhole, which should allow us to do some pretty cool stuff with Blink. Stuff like jumping in the way, cleaving someone while still in stealth, and then peacing out really quick. I'm going to set myself up for a decent escape. We need to ping Zagara to fall back, seeing as the entirety of the enemy team is heading up to her now. Here comes the tornado. He never used the tornado. We just need to get stealth. Here we go, jumping in for that extra cleave damage. Singularity Spike's going to slow him down. The Stitch's hook will secure that kill, and I'm just going to back up. Make sure we don't die. I saved Zagara's life, and she said thank you. Look at that, danger pings. On the newest episode of Heroes Academy, we learned all about the various kinds of pings in Heroes of the Storm. You can learn about them too at youtube.com/games. Heroes Academy series. Oh yeah. I don't know where that came from. I've never had like a problem with shameless plugs at all. They have a look out. They have a mule coming out from the enemy Abathur, it looks like. Okay. Let's take down Thrall, and then we can decide what we need to do. The Phoenix is dealing a lot of damage. The Maw did catch Kael'thas, though. So another disadvantage of this particular build over my traditional Zeratul build is that you do not have first aid, which means in a particular game like this where neither team has a support, you are actually pretty vulnerable. I'm going to wait for them to open up on Zagara here, if they decide to do so. Meanwhile, Gazlo, pushing the bottom lane, did not go Robo-Gazlo, instead went for that... Hello, are you getting this camp? No. Went for that Gravitron Bomb. So, theoretically, watch out for Thrall, he didn't notice. Theoretically, I could set him up for some pretty good plays, but as of right now, I think he's just gonna die. Oh my god! Oh my god! And his name's Immortal! No, I thought its name was Immortal. His name was Immoral. That's not the same word. Those are two different words, and they mean very different things. That's unfortunate. That would have been an amazing moment. Kael'thas now overextended. We are going to open up on him. Blink away before he can hit me with a NATO and then return to our blink location. Vala did see me, but she's not going to pursue that. We can assume that Nub is going to burrow away. I was actually getting in position for the burrow, which never actually happened there. Now, at this level range, we are going to be picking up Rending Cleave. This used to be one of the go-to talents for Mage Tool, but they moved it way back into the talent tree. You can see my Cleave there did 503 damage to those minions. Rending Cleave is going to deal an additional 50%, so another 251.5 damage. Is that number right? Oh my god, I did math on the spot. And basically that's going to tick over for the next few seconds. So think of it as an Envenom every single time you Q. That effect does scale, obviously, with all of these other talents that we're getting. So if we do everything right, we are going to be doing a significant amount of burst damage and then a significant amount of damage over time. Like so. We can kill her. Wait for this. I'm sorry, Bot Kael'thas. I'm gonna end you. I'm sorry, Bot Kael'thas. I'm so sorry. Dude, Bot Kael'thas has some moves! Did you see that? Juking in and out of the minion wave so I couldn't spike him? That was good, Bot Kael'thas. Well, with that, we do pick up another Dragon Knight is going to be pushing the middle lane. Let's go ahead and get some regen orbs here so we can join in on this fight. Beautiful. Look at that. We cleared a whole minion wave just like that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let's try to get in here. Help out. We do still have the enemy Vala dead, but she is respawning right now. Let's go ahead and break this wall down. We need to say heart to Jaina, even though it's like way late. My bad, baby girl. We do not have Void Prison for this, so we do need to be a little bit careful. Oh, by the way, my E ability is Blink. It lets me blink, you know. It does that. Here we go, on Nub! Oh, I missed the spike because I'm bad. I missed the spike because I'm bad. It is worth mentioning that you are boosting the damage of your W as well with Gathering Power. So this is, you know, it's mainly focused on the Cleave, but I guess you are getting some extra damage out there as well. And the Cleave damage on Thrall, he can't even do anything. He can't even do anything. That burst damage is pretty good. It's only going to get better at level 20 once we get Rewind, because I'll be able to, well, marginally gets better. We're not going to get the bonus from being in stealth, but we will get the bonus of cleaving twice, right? So we open up. Oh, damn it. Oh, that was convenient. The copy faded right then. We open up with a stealth cleave into a singularity spike. We rewind into a normal cleave into a singularity spike. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We're probably looking at around... Let's see how much... Fuck. I hit the button on accident. I got this new... This is not product placement. I'm just making conversation with myself. I got the Black Widow's Stealth Edition. You know, the mechanical keyboard that Razer makes, but with quieter keys. Because when I switched over to this new microphone, I noticed the old keyboard sound was like really piercing. This microphone picks up a lot more of the high-end volume, or the high-end frequencies, than my previous ones. So I wanted to switch to a mechanical keyboard that was a little quieter. But these keys are so much more sensitive. I was playing Nazi Zombie Army with a friend of mine, and I was like looking down my scope, getting ready to shoot a zombie in the face. And I was like, why the fuck is my character moving to the left? And it's because I just so happen to be resting my finger a little bit too hard on the A key. And yeah, that's how sensitive the keys are. So that's going to take some adjustment. I was just thinking about casting my W, and it casted. So I suppose once I get used to this, it's just going to be an extension of my fingers. Kael'thasbot is no longer Kael'thasbot. I'm going to stop this right here. Cleave in here, do some damage, jump out, rewind, do a little bit more damage. We could probably chase this with our stitches. No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't. Okay, so the reason we dropped the... Beautiful. The reason we dropped the Void Prison was because they were impending on this shrine area. We put the Void Prism down in a choke point so they couldn't push into there, while our Zigzag was over here getting the middle shrine. Actually, a pretty good play for overall map awareness. You usually don't get those out of me. I'm too busy talking to myself and making snarky points. So we do have the most kills of the whole game. Not like that really matters. It just means that as a stealth assassin, we are doing our job of participating in as many kills as possible. That's really all you're looking for when you're playing a stealth assassin. You want to be everywhere. You want the enemy team to think there is like 6 of you. And really, I'm not doing that, but we are helping out. The Gravitron Bomb going in for Gazlo is going to hit nothing but minions. I think the enemy, we're going to rewind here. Beautiful. Beautiful. I think the enemy slug has been in the base this whole time. We did open up on Thrall there, unfortunately. The helping hand! A wise man once told me! We need to be careful, we need to be careful. I don't have stealth. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Yeah, we're fine. We're gonna make it out of this. I'm just gonna chill up here, away from the minion line. Now the enemy team is healing right now, obviously, because that is their spawn. So maybe we should be backing up. Let's just go ahead and... I could avoid prison there. I could have saved him. I could probably save Stitches here too, but the enemy team's positioning is actually really good. They surrounded him instead of staying on one side, which makes it really difficult to get off a meaningful void prison. Does he see me? Nope. Alright. Alright, the world is my oyster. What do I want to do? Well, this looks promising. Does he see me? Oh, Avatar sees me. There go the danger pings! Ah! Ah! Here comes Thrall. No, we're good, we're good. What are you guys doing? You guys taking camps? You guys taking camps? Whoa! Not called for! Oh, God! Oh, okay, we're good. Okay. Oh, look at that beautiful, beautiful Ring of Frost! Oh, man. Oh, this Jaina's on top of things. Unfortunately, that Phoenix was reciprocated towards us very well. That's gonna do a decent job. Uh-oh, shrines are active. I can't help. I have to sippy cup first. Way too low on health. We would die from just a multi-shot from Vala, which just about happened there. Which just about happened there. Now we do see the enemy Kael'thas by himself, the tornado going... Oh shit, that's chain bomb. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a lot closer. Okay. Okay, keep her cool. We're okay. We know the slug is somewhere in the bottom lane. I still think he's just in the base, though. I still think he's just in the base. Okay, let's just go back. We overstayed our welcome. Overstayed our welcome. Alright. Back to the middle lane we go. Where we stop, only I know. 22 kills out of the 26. Not bad, not bad at all. We do see Stitches fighting Kael'thas up in the top lane. Stitches actually forcing the blank from Kael'thas, which means I should be able to walk in and kill this guy no problem. Honestly, even with blank, I should be able to walk in and kill a Kael'thas no problem. We do see Thrall heading up here, though, and Thrall sees me because of a well-placed Abathur mine. Kael'thas, unfortunately, still up here, is starting to push out. Are we going to see the Sunder yet again? Hey, buddy. Dodge the NATO. And then we go back and kill him. What's up? My name's Zeratul. Oh, God. Oh, shit, dick. Fuck. Well, we set up a play on Thrall, and then we set up a beautiful hook on... Oh, I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. Stitches gets bitches. Dude, that was a play that I would make. You don't see too many Stitches that still play on a high caliber. That was awesome. That was so good. Now they could turn around and easily pick up Nub, but oh, he hit the bee, or the beetle. That's okay. That's all right. Dude, what a beautiful setup. What a beautiful setup. That was good. That was good. All right, the Dragon Knight now pushing into the enemy's core. 3 members of the enemy team are dead. We should just end the game right now and stop being so bad-mannered all the time. Looks like our Stitches was taking a little bit of pressure from the enemy Nub, but the Dragon Knight is starting to break through the barrier of the core. Unfortunately, we actually don't have any minion support whatsoever on the core right now. The minions are kind of back here. Once they break through this little minion here, we are going to have 2 catapults on this. Now, Abathur, presumably, I haven't actually been paying attention, Abathur presumably has been healing this up. The catapult's now dealing a little bit of siege damage. It's actually getting healed up right now. Let's see what we can do. 9%. Can I do 9%? Oh, shit. 11%. This is only getting harder as this goes. I can't. No. No. I don't have enough damage. I'd have to wait for them to leave and then try to... No, I can't do it. Too much. I thought about it, though. If they didn't have a meal, I could have jumped right in... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. If they didn't have a meal, I could have jumped right in there. I could have done a ton of damage. It would have been beautiful. Alright, Kael'thas has adopted the buddy system. He's sitting next to his buddy no matter where he goes. I think I'm going to steal this. Wherever he goes, I go. Oh, God. Fucking run. Okay, we're good. God, I wish I had first aid. I seem to be coming back to that assumption quite a lot. I wish I had first aid. This build does not have first aid, and I feel like I need it a lot. I feel like I need it a lot. Because I do a lot of stupid stuff, like what you just saw. And then I'm like, well, I guess I have to go back now. I used all of my cooldowns. That wasn't a very good Void Prison. Also, I thought the minion on the left was already dead. So, in general, that was probably a 6.5 out of 10 for a boss steal. Not very good. You know, it was alright. Let's regroup with the team. Looks like Nice Man wants to take a camp. He needs to be careful, though. The enemy team was last sighted right here. And, of course, as I say that, Nova starts to make... Or, excuse me, Vala starts to make her way up here. The enemy team... We should just go for core. Go for core. Go for core. Go for core. They're totally distracted right now. We should just go in. Or kill this Kael'thas. I'm totally okay with that decision as well. He does blink out. Let's go try to kill this Thrall. Stitches moving onto the point. He knows what we want, and we want that. Here we go. Taking out Stitches. Taking out the copy from... Beautiful. Taking out the copy from Abathur, and now we are pushing into the enemy's base. Looks like Vala still wants to fight. Vala, unfortunately, is walking right into me. What's up, baby girl? 671 damage on our Cleave right now, and then another 50% on top of that. Very, very, very strong. I'm going to go for Dragon Knight, and with this Dragon Knight, we should be able to end the game. Stitches up top is taking that shrine. Look at me looking at my mini-map today. Boom! What's up? Every now and then I know how to play this game, but not really. 27-3. I don't think we're going to get too many more kills as we push into the enemy's base. The Ring of Frost is going to root the enemy Nubarak, but This is a 24-minute Dragon Knight. We are going to be doing some serious damage with a 24-minute Dragon Knight. Boom, 1120 damage every single time we right-click. And then all I'm doing is using my fire to clear the minion wave. We're not trying to get extra damage on the core with it, because by clearing the minion wave, we're getting these catapults in range, and these catapults are going to be doing just about as much damage as I am. So with that, it is going to be good game. We will go over the talents very shortly. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, though. This was Cleave. Zeratul. It's alright. To be totally honest, I don't really see a reason to use it. Like, you could go for a very, very bursty melee Zeratul build. You could go for a supportive Magetul build that also does damage burst. I don't see a reason to go Cleave build, honestly. But anyway, here are the talents we picked up. Greater range on our Cleave at level 1. Gathering power at level 4. This makes our ability power 15% higher, as long as we don't suck. Void Slash. Cleave damage deals 30% increased damage while we are cloaked, so you have to open up with the Cleave. To go along with that, we also pick up Wormhole, because if we have to open with a Cleave, we probably want to jump away and then jump back soon after, probably. Void Prison, which locks a person in time. This is not an auto-attack build, so there's no reason to take the... I don't even know the name of it. The melee ultimate. There's no reason to take that at all, because we need some utility for the team, right? Rending Cleave deals additional 50% cleave damage over 5 seconds. Phenomenal in conjunction with the rest of the build that we picked up. And then Rewind, because doing everything twice on Zeratul is really, really good, as I'm sure you saw. Not my best game on Zeratul, but certainly not my worst. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and I'll be back very soon with more Heroes of the Storm. Was that an ominous ending? I feel like it was. Good job, Peloton.